Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. And as Ferragosto is getting close, I would like to talk to you about another holiday that is happening on the 15th of August, and it's in Korea. And it's a national holiday, the Liberation Day, or Kwanbokchol. And let's talk more about this. So first of all, let's have some background story of Korea. So Korea from 1910 to 1945 was under the Japanese Empire. And during those 35 years, actually Korean population suffered greatly since Korean was banned. Korean language was banned. Also, they had to have Japanese name, so they were not allowed to keep their Korean name, and they had to speak Japanese. And during this period, also many comfort women, to Korean women, were taken and used as comfort women in Japan. And also to all the people that tried to oppose to the Japanese domination, they were sent to forced labor. And so during this period, there was no cultural freedom, and the history of Korea was also suppressed. And we can kind of relate as an Italian, for example, with Napoleon and the kind of domination and control that was there. We can compare the two situations. So this guy for us was like this guy for Korean. So the opposition to the Japanese Empire began with the March 1st movement. It was one of the biggest and most important liberation movement, and it was violently suppressed. But that didn't stop Korean from trying to fight the oppression. And there were many scholars that secretly kept alive Korean culture, and also many underground fighters. While I was staying in Seoul, also I lived close to the prison where Japanese kept the Korean kind of revolutionary people. And while walking between, the torture instrument and all the cages where they were kept, you could also read some of the story of the people that were kept there and died there. And you actually can kind of understand how hard and how pridefully they fought for their right to be Korean and to not stay under Japanese oppression. And I think that's pretty admirable. And well, all of this situation ended in 1945 when Japan lost the World War II, and with the Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bomb. During that day, the Korean peninsula and Korean population was free. And also 3 years later, on the same day, 15th of August, there was the first establishment of the government of the Korean Republic. So it kind of gets both a celebration. But why do they call it Liberation Day and not Independence Day? We can kind of understand as Italian this concept with fascists. We also have Liberation Day from fascism, because before fascism, Italy was already a country, and for Korea is the same. So Korea was already a country before Japan took over and conquered them. They already have a deep-rooted history and culture and independence. So they didn't become independent for the first time. They already were. They were just free from those who tried to take away that independence. So what's the meaning behind the Kwanbokcho? So Kwang means light, Bok means restoration or return, and Charles means celebration or festival. So it literally means the restoration of the light day. So the day of the restoration of the light. And it's a meaningful name because it stands to represent the freedom of their identity, and also it shows the resilience of Korean people. And how do they celebrate now? So yeah, the 15th of August is a national holiday. Usually Korean flag are displayed outside of house, building, and on the street. Also, a formal ceremony is usually held in Seoul by the president, and some museum and historical site have free entrance during that day. So I strongly advise to visit the prison. In Italy, Ferragosto, it's a tradition rooted in the Roman Empire and then in Catholicism, while in Korea the 15th of August is not just a date, it's actually an historical moment, an historical period that represents their resilience, their pride, and to being part of Korean nation, and also their identity. I hope you found this video interesting, and this is all the main things you had to know about Korean Liberation Day. And if you want to know about other Korean holiday, let me know in the comment. And for Italian audience, if you want to know any kind of similarity between our holidays, let me know in the comment. And for the next video about historical things, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.